The question that people mostly ask me is, for one, what happened? When I got in the band, kind of changed my whole outlook. Not even just life, but myself, you know. Once I figured out that I could hold the stick, the rest was on me, you know, to get better. I'm not gonna say it's nothing. It's nothing to me because I'm used to it. So my day pretty much is the norm. Just do everything slightly different, you know? I like a challenge every now and then. Actually, I look forward to seeing what I'm gonna struggle with going throughout the day. Like, sometimes my shoes like to be stubborn. I don't really let it deter me from doing what I wanna do. I just figure out a way to do it. That's all it is to it. It's Trey Nubb, and I was born with no arms and one leg. The whole thing about it is just me adapting to life. Is just going with the flow, you know? There's not too much that I can't do, and it's just like I take it as it comes, you know? So as far as doctors, as far as they know, there was no specific reason that this happened. There's no disease or no side effect from any medicine, because there was no reason or no birth defect. It just came out like this. So it doesn't really affect me too much. I mean, this is what I got, this is what I've been going with, this is what I've been, so I'm not searching for the missing answers. I'm good, you know? I learned to adapt throughout life. I have an older brother and a younger brother. Both of them are athletes. You know, they stayed active, and I didn't want to get left behind, I felt like, you know? So at an early age, even as a kid, you know, there's certain things that you have to do in life, you know, from brushing your teeth to fixing your food and everything like that. So I had to figure out ways for me to be able to just make it as comfortable as possible, but get the job done. Here's a picture of baby Trey. I don't know why my mom put me in an engineer outfit. So I was born with no arms and one leg. As you can see in here, some people couldn't tell, but this leg is still smaller than this leg. My parents never treated me any different from my siblings, you know, as far as that go. I forget I have limitations. My mama didn't think nothing less or, you know, none of that. It was just kind of just like, okay, and I'm gonna teach them to be strong, and that's what happened, honestly. She didn't take no pity. None of my family or parents did. The question that people mostly ask me is, for one, what happened? You know, next question is, how do I get dressed? How do I eat? I mean, these questions I hear every day. I'm used to them. I done heard just about everything. And some of the questions you'd be like, they asked you that?
Don't trust them. There you go.
People did the name calling, the teasing as kids, but you know, I definitely let it be known that I can get back at you, and it won't faze me with the name calling and stuff like that. When I got in the band kind of changed my whole outlook on not even just life, but myself, you know. The drumming thing started back long time ago. Like, I was just watching my older brother play the drums for my grandmother's church choir, and I just fell in love with the drums from then. My mom used to always say that once it's in his mind, you can't get it out of. She'd tell you that. So once it was in my mind, it was like, I'm gonna do it. Then I got down to the wristbands, which I actually use now to this day. It works for me. I call these my magic band. With these on, I can do a lot. What I do is I use the NBA wristbands. And I use the NBA wristbands because of the material that it's made with. It's kind of tight, but it's not too tight, but it's tight enough so I can get the job done. I just go to my portable drum player. Not everybody got one of these, you know, so they. Once I figured out that I could hold the sticks, the rest was on me, you know, to get better. The hardest part about my situation is just being judged off of it. Like, it is the absolute worst, just getting stereotyped and judged off of your appearance. NUB really stands for never underestimate before belief. Don't doubt yourself before you believe in yourself. So now, y'all done saw me play the drums. Now it's time for me to go to work with the Motivational Mondays. I just like to kind of give my followers that boost. What it do, everybody? It's your boy, the real Mr. Do It with No Hands, the one and only Mr. Handy Capable. And you know what today is, Motivational Monday. Look, I just want to start by telling y'all this. The day I stopped trying to be what they wanted me to be and become who I wanted to be was when I really took off in life. I'm traveling the world, living my life to the fullest. I'm helping people with drum instructor. I'm also helping people on an everyday life.
Trey as a person is pretty dope. He's very energetic. He's actually like a balance for me too. So over the years, we've been able to grow together. He's real strong-minded, and it's pretty dope just to see him, you know, in this situation still be strong-minded and doesn't take no for an answer, thriving.
When I first started out doing social media, it was just for fun, you know? It was just something for me to do. It was a platform for me to put that on, for me to broadcast. Over time and just me living my life every day, happy, not feeling sad or doubting myself, that drew people to me on a positive level. As far as helping people, just by showing them, like, you ever heard of that saying, I can show you better than I can tell you? That's kind of been me.
Off the glass.
Let go, let go.
It's hot out here. That Texas stuff, man.
The influence I see Trey have on other people's lives is amazing. Like, we've been out several places. I mean, from the biggest crowd to the smallest crowd to one person to 100 people. And I've literally saw like how they're just wild. I remember when I met him, he probably had roughly around maybe like 5,000 or something followers. And now to see him at over 200,000, which I still think is way more to come, obviously, to kind of give that influence, create that spark in the average everyday person. Because even me, I'm, you know, influenced by it. I love what he does.
I'm living everyday life, but I wanted to show you that you can too. Not everything has to be bad. You don't have to focus on that bad. You can focus more on that positive, because everybody has good in their life and everybody has negative. You don't have to focus on that negative. It's a choice. My definition of happiness is if I can bring joy to other people, honestly. I'm happy with myself. I am completely happy, excited, and love myself because I know who I am. I know what I am. I know what I'm capable of.